Get your films on with the Blurs.
Once an idea has taken hold of the brain, it's almost impossible to eradicate.
Unpacking movies has never been more spot on, woke, fire, and just plain lit.
They are lit all the time.
So if you're unsure whether or not to plop down some cash for a film, check out the Blurs.
When a man with a 45 meets a man with a rifle, the man with a pistol is a dead man.
Brondo's got what plants crave.
It's got electrolyte.
You really only need to hang mean bastards. But mean bastards, you need to hang.
Don't say you weren't warned. Ridiculous. Here's Brandon and Jeff.
Hello, and welcome to episode 176 of the motherfucking Film Blurs. I'm Jeff Stewart, a.k.a. Uncle Jeffrey, and I'm joined here, as always, with my friend
first
and
news
co-host.
out the way, Hulu is going to be no more next year. So, if you have Disney Plus, that's how you're going to be watching Hulu from now on. And I'm like, all right, so now that I'm paying for the Hulu Disney HBO bundle. So that means, motherfucker, I better be paying $20 a month instead of $30 a month now that I'm losing an app, a whole ass app that has all this shit on there. And I'm like, yo, it's not like Disney Plus has the best infrastructure anyway. Yes,
yeah, when I heard this news, I was really pissed off because I've been with Hulu since the jump, right? And like, I don't want Disney Plus, right? I simply don't. I don't want that brand. Don't want that imprint. I mean, we all knew that Hulu, when it first started out, it was a collaboration between ABC and Fox, right? Which I was fine with, but this new, like, everything under the sun under Disney, I can't get with it at this point. I might as well just go back to fucking cable.
Yeah, well, I mean, I agree with you that we do. This is basically became cable again. Honestly, I'm not feeling it. Like, I'm just not feeling it. I would rather have Hulu be its own fucking thing instead of this corporate consolidation that just keeps happening and happening and happening. I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan at all.
Right.
I canceled Paramount Plus because of the whole shit that's going on with Colbert. You know what I'm saying? Well, not like I was paying for it anyway, but like I can, now that Skydance and Paramount have officially merged, now there's room because, David Ellison, that was his company. Because he's a billionaire and he's the son of a billionaire, now the rumor is he's trying to acquire Warner Brothers.
I don't even know what to feel.
Isn't one movie studio? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm like, one studio is enough. One studio is enough. And this is why I'm saying, like, politicians need to stay out of business because if he wants it, he's going to get it. I pretty much
assume that if you are rich and a villain, you're shaking hands with him. Tangerine Tyrant.
Yeah. I don't think WB needs to be reacquired by anybody. They've gone through so many companies in the past 20 years. Like, remember, Time bought them. So there were Time Warner. Then Time went under. And then AOL bought them. It was AOL. And then after AOL went under, it was, I think it was just,
right.
I think that's when they became Warner. I think they were independent for a hot minute. And then AT&T bought them. They became Warner Media. Warner Media went under. Now Warner Brothers Discovery. And now... And here's... Discovery's like, fuck, man, we gotta split this shit apart again after bringing everything
Warner
together.
Brothers, literally the oldest studio
shit is not working, bro.
In the fucking game. Just run it right. That's all you have to do.
Ever since Minecraft, they've been on a run where every movie they've put out now has opened at number 1. And it's going so well that even David Zavlov's like, oh, you know what? I guess we're going to make more original movies. It's like, yeah, no shit. I wish the rest of Hollywood would take heed and make original movies. More than anybody, I would love fucking Disney to start taking some risk instead of making the same homogenized shit
years
over and over and over.
That it was going to come around, right? Like, the bottom was going to fall out of all this like Marvel comic book bullshit, right? And then people are going to want something different, something new. And
The crash just happened a lot faster just because, well, we'll get into that in
right.
what have you watched lately, because I saw Fantastic Four again, but like the bottom crashed out. Like let's just be real, like these movies will make money, but
Right.
not
And
the money
honestly,
that they
in this
used to, and they're
economy,
just not part of
people
the
are
pop
sick of
culture
hearing about how you spent 300
talking
million
points anymore.
on a motherfucking movie, right? Right, like 300 million. You know what you can
And
do
how
with that
shitty it
when
looks
it
for
comes to like
300
the
million.
world, to America. People are sick of that shit, right? We're gonna get back to how it was in the 90s, when the lower the budget was, the more prestige and clout you got, right? I'm looking forward to like the $5 million indie coming back.
I mean that's starting to come back around. So our other
Oh
piece of
yeah,
news
it
that I
did.
want to talk about before we get into what do you watch lately is Shrek blinked. Yesterday morning, DreamWorks announced, they're like, yeah, so Shrek's not coming out on Christmas anymore. It is now moving from Christmas 2026 to June, I think it's June 27th, 2027.
Mm.
And I was like, fucking goddamn fucking Marvel, man. Like I don't like Shrek at all. I would rather fucking Shrek come out than fucking Doomsday, quite frankly. And the fact, like, I nothing irks my soul
Uh,
more knowing that they chose the same
it's
fucking release
like
date
they're
as Doom.
all playing Russian roulette, right? But they don't know what the rules are. So like the gun has 6 bullets in it, right? Like it's just making dummy moves. They've been making dummy moves. And instead of working together to maximize people returning to the theater, they're still playing this like big dick game that, yeah, they're
Oh, it's Disney. That's just Disney's MO. Like they bully theater owners into showing their movies. They're like, yo, because they rule pop culture. Like when Star Wars came out, Hateful Eight was out. And when Star Wars came out, they were just like, I remember the Cinerama Dome. They were like, hey, Quentin's giving us a print, like a 70 millimeter print to show of the Hateful Eight, and we want to run it. And they're like, oh, well, you guys want to run Star Wars? Then it has to be on your biggest screen, not this movie.
yeah.
And Quentin's still
and
tight about
unfortunately,
that till this day.
they can, because they've got all the money in the fucking world.
And they own everything. This is what I mean when I get why all my friends were like, "Yo, this is terrible."
I mean,
that
like
they own
when they first
all
announced
this shit now.
that Disney
and
was buying
they were right. They were
Fox,
right.
what was that, like 10, 15 years ago? I screamed to the heavens about how that was
Yeah.
a bad fucking idea, right? Like it was the worst thing that happened to entertainment, right? And look at us now. Look at us now.
Look. All I gotta say is, Doomsday, because a lot of you Marvel fans really think that these movies are going to destroy. Like everybody swears up and down, Spider-Man's getting an IMAX release, and I'm like, it's in Nolan's contract that the Odyssey has to play for 3 weeks. The IMAX CEO already said it has to play for 3 weeks. And then everybody goes, well, the IMAX CEO also said that Dune is shooting entirely in IMAX when it's not. And I'm like, yeah, but I mean, he wasn't wrong either. Like, it's been confirmed Denis is shooting on IMAX film cameras. Not for the whole movie, but for a good portion of it. And I'm just like, when it comes down to it, they're going to give precedent over the filmmakers who use their technology and who have clout in the game. You know what I'm saying? Nolan is the biggest director on the planet right now, whether you want to admit it or not. You know what I'm saying? The motherfucker puts his name on a movie and people are going to go see it. I mean, Oppenheimer made 389 million here and 980 million worldwide. That's almost $1 billion opening against another global juggernaut, right? Denis, people love Denis. People love the Dune movies. Like, sure, I think Doomsday will probably beat it opening weekend, but that's it.
Nolan,
like these Marvel movies bottom out after
like, if you do the math,
weekend.
$1.5 billion on a talkie, right? On a fucking biopic, right? So what? Well, if you said You said 3.8, right?
It didn't hit $1 billion though. It didn't hit $1 billion.
368, right? And you said 9.
No, 9. So it made 368
okay.
here. Right. And then worldwide,
Okay, so that's
it was
like, okay, I thought,
986 or 89.
let's just call it
989
like,
or
like
990.
let's quibble over numbers.
It was
right?
touching
like,
$1 billion, but it didn't hit $1
that
billion.
higher point, right? A couple of million ain't gonna make a difference, but he made it off of a talkie, right? A biopic. So can you imagine the money and the longevity of a fantasy epic? Right, exactly. Like nothing
that they've been trying to adapt since the beginning of time. The one thing that we
look,
all had to read in school,
we've
because
been
if you didn't read
ingrained
the
with this
Odyssey, you read the
for the
Iliad.
last,
So I mean,
100 years, right? There is nothing is going to even come close to competing with this in 2020, like in this year, right? So why like in 2026, I don't even know why you would try to play this dumb game against it.
Well, and the fact that it has apparently the biggest set pieces and action that Nolan's done yet. So much that stunt people are like, yeah, bro, I'm fucking tired when I go home every day. And you know how stunt people are. They go home. Once they get off, they're like, yo, let's go drink.
Right. So
they
like
go to sleep at 2 a.m. for a 5 a.m. Call time. You don't give a fuck.
Considers or thinks that they can go against it, they're setting themselves up for failure. I don't care how big Spider-Man is, like, or how good they say it is or think it is. Like, just because you see that behind the scenes picture of him on the fucking car, on the tank. I mean, yeah, it's hard. That is a hard ass picture, right?
Tank on the tank, yeah.
I mean, it's not competing.
Two of the main stars, because we all, now that it's come out, Tom Holland, John Berthal, and Mark Ruffalo will all be in that movie, and Mark Ruffalo is going to be the Hulk. How the Hulk fits into that shit, I don't know. I guess they're going to give Punisher the War Machine armor, which no thank you, because they gave it to him in the comics, and people are like, fuck this. Because they killed off Rhodey during Civil War 2, and War Machine took the... Frank took the War Machine armor, put a skull on it, and uses the War Machine armor. And I was just like, reminds me of another Frank. He definitely do some fucking appropriation shit like that. But yeah, like I'm just like I'm not really down for seeing a 3-way fight between Punisher,
Doomsday,
Spider-Man, and Hulk. Like that sounds stupid.
I am so not interested in seeing this movie. This is coming from a person who thinks that Endgame, right, is peak cinema, right? Like peak entertainment, right? I loved the Avengers films, right? I loved those first phases, that first 10 years. Coming from someone who was like Marvel, rah, I have no interest in seeing what they're doing with Doomsday. And the way they're stacking the cast, right? Like, the old, singers X-Men are gonna be in it. Cool for like 20 seconds, right?
And to do all these 80, that's the other problem, because since Endgame, sure, they've retired some people, but then they've also brought in another 50 fucking characters. That's on top of the people who already were in this shit. I'm like, all right, so now we have like close to like 80 characters that need to be properly serviced across these two movies, Doomsday and Secret Wars. One of whom, Shang-Chi, I'm glad everybody's starting to point out the thing I've been saying on this fucking show. We haven't seen him since his movie. Who the fuck knows what he's been up to? His movie was a hit. That is almost 5 years ago. The dude who directed that movie, who helped bring that character to screen, is doing Spider-Man because he's having a hard time with a Shang-Chi sequel.
Right. Right.
Why then do I have faith in
Like,
this fucking
we've seen the
Spider-Man if you can't even
Abomination
make a sequel
more,
to the shit you
right?
helped bring to
in
life?
movies than Shang-Chi.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. They don't even mention that motherfucker.
Yo, yeah. Yeah, man. Not nowhere. All right, look. Sure. Y'all keep thinking like they swear up and down that Dune will not get the IMAX screens. I'm like, if he's shooting with IMAX film cameras, that gets the priority. Same thing with Nolan. Y'all swear, everybody swears to God that he's losing IMAX screens week 3, and I'm like, do you guys don't understand how contracts work?
Look at the
If it's
money
in his
the man
contract
has
that he
made.
gets 3 weeks,
Right.
he's getting 3 weeks. Off of Oppenheimer, they had to extend Oppenheimer for like a whole fucking another 3 weeks in normal IMAX screens.
Right.
And the theaters that could run IMAX 70, they ran that shit for like 2-3 months. And they kept bringing Oppenheimer back to the regular IMAX screens. And y'all trying to tell me Spider-Man's going to be getting IMAX. I want to see Spider-Man on IMAX. I'm like, yeah, maybe in week 2, week 3, but opening weekend, y'all better get that notion out your fucking head. And they're like, but my IMAX is not a real IMAX; it's a smaller one. I'm like,
if it's branded
do you
IMAX,
not understand?
Doesn't matter if it's
how a
8
contract
stories
works,
or 2 stories, or whatever. If it's branded IMAX, guess what? It's IMAX fucking cinema. They are going to do what they're going to do, right? Like,
yo, Dolby's right there too. Like y'all can go see Spider-Man in Dolby. And it's not like, and not for nothing, all these Marvel movies, with only 2 exceptions, have been in digital IMAX aspect ratio anyway. So like, what does it matter? Yeah. Y'all swear up and down. Y'all, all right. They also swear up and down these both Spider-Man and Doomsday are gonna make $1 billion. I'm like, okay, all right, well, yeah, all right. It'll make, listen, the days of these things making $1 billion are done. Only one movie. Normally we have like 3 or 4 movies by now make $1 billion, and only one movie this year has made $1 billion, and that's Lilo and Stitch. Otherwise, the only studio that has made money off their fucking movies this year has been Warner Brothers. And I'm like, where were you motherfuckers for Mickey 17? Where were you motherfuckers for Black Bag? I'm glad all these movies have started making money from Minecraft on, because if Sinners flopped, we'd be in a bad spot. If Weapons flopped, we'd be in a bad
100%.
spot. If
100%.
Superman flopped, I think the industry would have
the days of
in general.
Comic book movies, unoriginal comic book movies. Let me not like say, because what DC is planning seems sort of interesting, right?
Right, and I never thought fucking Superman would beat out a Fantastic Four movie, but here we are. Everybody's saying, like, when the dust settles, Superman's going to gross 30 to 40 million, maybe even 50
I'm a Superman
more
fan,
than Fantastic
100%
Four.
die hard, but I liked Fantastic Four more than I like Superman. This movie.
So what does that say? We finally get what we asked for, a good Fantastic
I
Four
don't even
movie.
fuck
And
with Fantastic Four.
they went
and I
opening
thought it was a
weekend,
better
and then
movie.
after that, like, they were just like, so you know what this tells me? It tells me the normies
the studios
are done.
fucked around when they found
The
out.
normies are like, oh yeah, you know what? Fuck this. All right, let's get into what have you watched lately.
What are you watching?
All right, what have I been watching? This is going to be super brief because I didn't put together my real list, but I want to first talk about the newest season of Wednesday on Netflix.
Yeah, I watched it too.
Meh.
I'm just gonna chime in, and the only thing I'm gonna say is, it's whatever. It's all. I don't like that you split an 8-episode season into 2. That's fucking corny. But yeah, I got nothing.
Yeah, I got pretty much nothing. I'm just going to say a few things that really pissed me off. The splitting it in half, right? So I get to it pissed me off so much I didn't even watch the 4th episode. Right? I got to the 3rd episode and I went to the menu to see, all right, how many more episodes do I have left? And it said one more, and then I don't even know when the second part of the season drops.
September 3rd.
Right? It's like I hate that.
That's how they
not only
that's how they keep you on the hook for the monthly subscription.
yeah, and it's like
Joke's on you.
I'm
I
not,
don't pay fucking shit for that.
yeah, I'm not beat for that. As far as the actual show, everything that I hated about the first season seems to be amplified in this, right? And I don't know if this show is, maybe the show is just not for me, right? It could totally be that, but
I do like how the entire Addams family is in it this season, though, as main
yeah,
characters.
and that's cool, because that was one of the biggest complaints from last season from other people. I didn't have a problem with that because it was the Wednesday show, right? But yeah, I'm glad to see the rest of the family in the show sort of doing stuff. There's some interesting things in there. I really love that animation, that stop motion flashback to the story of
That took them 8 months to do.
yeah, that took them 8 months to do. That felt like old school Tim Burton, right? And it also felt like I'd rather watch an entire original movie in that style than anything else from Tim Burton. But yeah, Wednesday, it's absolutely fine. If you love the first season, you'll love this second season. I'm going to finish it out just because I started it, but I'm not looking forward to finishing it. Right? And that tells you what that is.
I'd like to say, I don't know how I feel about Emma Myers in general, because she's in this and she looks like she's like 15, and her character is just so manic that I'm just like, please take a breath and calm down.
Is that the stalker?
No, that's her roommate.
Oh, her roommate? Yeah.
Because she was in Minecraft, and remember in Minecraft, I was like, this girl's too young to be this kid's fucking guardian. You're trying to tell me she's a grown-ass adult? And I Googled her, and I was like,
right.
No way. I Googled, she's 25. I was like, there's no way this chick is 25. She looks like she's 15.
Yeah, so...
yeah, I like... I don't know how I feel about her, because even in Minecraft, I'm like, I'm not too sure.
She was fine in Minecraft. In this, like, she's actually unrecognizable then.
It's because of the blonde hair, the bleached blonde, or the wig, I should say.
Yeah, so that's what it is. Wednesday, Netflix. Fucking, you'll watch it because the memes will come out and but it's absolutely fine. It's gonna get a third season, of course it will. I just hope it ends at the third season.
It's been renewed. It was renewed 2 weeks before season 2 came out.
Yeah. Like, it's
just like Percy Jackson. It's been 2 years since Percy Jackson dropped, and Disney's like, all right, this shit's taking so long. Y'all been renewed for the third season.
Right. Yeah. So at this point, you actually have to try hard not to get renewed. Right.
Goosebumps got canceled.
Was that Disney though?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And like, if you're on Netflix, it's hard to not get renewed. They'll throw money at something until it comes off the rails. Moving on from that, Smoke on Apple Plus. I love this fucking show because you have no idea what's going to happen, right? So this last episode, the penultimate episode for this season, it takes a wild fucking turn, right? That even I was like, oh shit. Like, I had an oh shit moment, right? And it's like, as people who like consume media professionally, for me to get an oh shit moment, it's wild. And special shout out to, like, I'm gonna mess up this motherfucker's name. The dude who plays one of the arsonists, Freddie Fasano, Natare Guma Mbahu Mwine, right? like some real African shit. If he doesn't get nominated for an Emmy for his performance in this show, it's a travesty, right? Honestly, it's worth watching the show just for the transformation this dude makes. And in the last episode that he's in, that was award worthy.
How many episodes?
It's 9 episodes total. His last, like, I don't want to ruin anything for you, but like the last episode you see him in is episode 7. Episode 7 is a masterclass in acting. And this dude puts his whole, like, I've never heard of this dude before, right? But he puts his whole entire fucking foot in it. Like, it goes between, like, you are afraid of this dude and you feel so sorry for this man, all in the same scene, right? That's how good he is. So Smoke, Apple Plus keeps on putting out fucking bangers, right?
Right.
When it comes to TV. Moving on from that, the Trainwreck series on Netflix, their newest one was Storm Area 51.
Oh, I remember that. Wasn't that during lockdown?
I think so. No, it was like right before lockdown, right? There's 2 episodes that it was so long, it was so much information that they broke this one up into 2 episodes. Shit is wild. The internet is a place that you should actually need a license to use, because the tomfoolery and shenanigans that happen in these 2 episodes is fucking wild.
I mean, they have military personnel there with automatic rifles, and like they have a whole fucking thing of barbed wire, like 100, like I want to say like 300 feet from the actual gate, where they're just like, hey, come closer. If you go over this barbed wire, you're going to be shot on sight.
It is the military's testing facility for all of their top secret shit.
Right.
Right? Like, even if there are no aliens there,
right,
that's where they tested the B-2 bomber, right? That's where they tested all, like, the stealth bomber. Like, this is where all the shit that we don't even know about gets tested. It's the most heavily secured military base on the planet. And because some dude who worked at a vape shop was shit posting, like, it became a media frenzy. So I thoroughly enjoy these 2 fucking episodes. Trainwreck on Netflix, Storm Area 51. Go ahead, do yourself a favor and watch it. It's amazing. Moving on from that, I'm rewatching Luther.
Damn, really?
Yeah, man. And like the first 2 seasons, simply fucking amazing.
Man, I even like season 3. Like, for me, the show ended at season 3 where
dude dies?
Nah, when what's the crazy girl's name? Alice, right?
Yeah, Alice.
Yeah, when Alice and Luther run off together, I was like, yeah, the show's done.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Like, that's originally how that shit was supposed to end. And then, you know, America, we fucked it up. The British is like, yeah, like, this shit's done. But then because it's so popular and made so much money here, now look at us. Now look at us.
The 4th season where Alice is like is a paid contract killer.
Well, season 4, she was disappeared. He was looking for her. Because season 4 was 2 episodes.
How many? Oh, that's right. There was 5 seasons, weren't there?
Yeah, and the 5th season is the one. Like, season 4 was bad, but then season 5, I'm like, damn.
And then you had the movie where, you know, Luther just becomes James Bond.
Yeah, right? Yeah.
But like those first, I'll give you the 3 seasons. All right, the first 3 seasons, peak. So yeah, I was just rewatching that. You can watch the first season on HBO Max, and you can watch the entire series on Hulu, which doesn't make sense to me, but whatever.
How licensing works, you know what I'm saying? How
right.
one movie will be on every streaming service, and then 2 weeks later you cannot find it. They're like, "Oh yeah, you want to watch it? You got to pay for it."
Right. So if I had realized that the rest of the show was on Hulu, I would have just watched all of it on Hulu instead of
Yeah.
And so the last thing I'm going to talk about, and I guess this might be a joint thing, is I watched the first episode of Alien Earth.
Yeah,
right?
I started the second episode, but I fell asleep because it's so late. Because I didn't get home till so late. Look, let me first and foremost say that it's a Noah Hawley show through and through. Like, if y'all are looking for an alien show, wrong show. This is a Noah Hawley show set in the Alien universe first and foremost. It's more Blade Runner than Alien. I'll be real. The first 10 minutes were starting to piss me off because I was like, "Oh, we're just doing a beat by beat remake of fucking Alien." Like, the only thing that changed is was the Asian dude, is he a robot or is he just?
I think he's just a psycho because the black dude's the robot.
Right. But everybody else is in stasis and he stays awake. So I'm like, usually the one that stays awake is the robot.
Right.
So I'm just like, why did they make one of these characters a rapist?
Because statistically, they're in a room full of people. There's at least one rapist in there. Sorry.
So yeah, but then after they showed the crew and we spent 10 minutes with the crew, they all die and the show transitions to what it really is. I was like, oh, this first 10 minutes was all set up to get this motherfucking xenomorph on Earth. Okay, all right, fine.
Yeah,
fine.
Yeah, no, I dig what we're seeing. Like, I even liked that whole entire first 10 minutes. I really, really thoroughly enjoyed the setup. Honestly, the first 10 minutes of that, I enjoyed better than Romulus.
I enjoyed the first episode much more than Romulus. I like that they opened the show with this is the first Alien piece of property where they're using pop music. So the show opens with Strange Brew by Cream. And I heard that. I was like, how the fuck did they get money for that song? Like, Cream, let me just say this. Anything Eric Clapton's going to cost money because Eric Clapton's a piece of shit. So I was so surprised that they opened with Strange Brew by Cream. And then when you see all these creatures that they're transporting back, which I'm like, oh, this is going to be wild how this plays into this show with all these fucking creatures. The scientist is experimenting while they have Nina Simone playing in the background. I'm like, Jesus Christ, y'all spent mad money on this show. And then the show ends with fucking Mob Rules by Black Sabbath. I was like, holy shit. I never thought I'd hear that song in any form of media ever. And I love that song. That's why I was just blown away. I was like, oh, what?
Yeah, 100%. I can't wait to get to the second episode, but I'm loving what I'm seeing so far, right? It's shot immaculately, edited well.
It's Noah Hawley. Like, if you saw Legion, it's just Legion except with alien and no psychosis.
But also Noah Hawley did Fargo, right? And I love Fargo.
Yeah. So, the one thing I will say about this that I really love is that they made the xenomorph scary again. Like, the xenomorph hasn't been this scary since the very first movie.
Yeah. So let's hope the rest of the season lives up to what we've seen so far. But I'm glad that Noah Hawley pulled the trigger on this and we finally have this.
And it's the only fucking, and I like how this is basically just going to be a meditation on capitalism.
Mm-hmm.
because it's 3 companies warring.
Right.
On
And I love how it's just not like Yulin Watani.
Right. There's 5 other companies, and all these companies are battling for control because there's 3 different androids that they're trying to make. So it is hybrid, synthetic, and cyborg.
Right. Yeah. So let's keep it going. Let's keep it rolling. This is what we need in this day and age.
It just pisses me
shit on companies.
It just pisses me off that Ridley has his production logo on it, and it pisses me off that he's an executive producer. I'm like, I'm tired of, if somebody wants to do something alien, they now have to go through this motherfucker just because he circled back around to it for Prometheus.
And I'm fine with it because I mean he built the shit, right?
Yeah,
like,
but James Cameron didn't need to get permission. Fucking David Fincher didn't need to get permission. The French dude didn't. John. Let me put some respect on his name. Jean Pierre didn't need to get fucking permission.
Yeah, but that's I don't know what the story is behind that, but look, I'm not mad at it as long as we get top quality shit like this. That's hands off, right?
We'll
like
see.
Interesting shit.
We'll
that's
see.
Hands off.
He's still threatening every couple of years to finish his David trilogy, and I'm just like, man,
let's just finish.
He'll that's the thing I hate about it right now is like he'll threaten to do it, and then literally a month later he'll be like, I'm tired of the xenomorph. The xenomorph bores me, and everybody's like, all right, cool, we'll move on. He's like, no, I'm still gonna finish my David trilogy, and I'm just like.
Well, I don't want him to do a movie when he's bored. When he's bored, you get Gladiator 2.
Oh well, he was locked in for that.
Was he locked in for that though?
He was on autopilot, but as far as him being excited for a project, he was locked in on that. But it felt the whole thing. That movie was like definitely felt like it was on autopilot. He was excited about it. But whatever. It's
I mean, everybody was excited about it except for, the writer, and the director.
Yeah,
when it came to being on set.
Well, that's how Ridley makes his movies now. So like, it's interesting to see how this new movie that he just finished shooting is going to turn out, because this is also a big budget sci-fi movie.
Yeah, well, it's fun. Just like the thing they tell you not to do in film school, he's doing is just like setting up cameras and just get coverage.
Yo, you know what's funny is Joseph Quinn said no to playing Johnny Storm so he could do Gladiator, or not Joseph Quinn. Who's the main?
Paul Mescal.
Yeah, Paul Mescal said no to playing Johnny Storm in Fantastic Four, and Joseph Quinn is also in Gladiator 2, and that nigga's like, yeah, I'll do Human Torch.
Get that money.
Yo, and I mean this as no disrespect to Paul Mescal, but I think Joseph Quinn's better.
They're interchangeable to me at this point. Like, I can't.
Who has more personality and charisma, though?
I mean, Paul Mescal he's a vessel, right? He's literally a vase. Like, he's been good. Excuse me. Yeah, thank you. He's been good in everything I've seen him in, but he's never been a standout. Right? I've never been like, oh man, he was fantastic in that.
There's only 2 projects where I was like that. It was Normal People, which you desperately need to watch, and it's on Hulu, nigga.
The gay one.
Yeah, All of Us Strangers.
All of Us Strangers.
That movie's so good that fucking Criterion reached out to Disney. He's like, hey, can we license this? And they're like, yeah, sure. If you want to put it out, fucking.
Yeah, but I'm definitely gonna watch Normal People.
But they still don't want to put out Barbarian. Apparently, Zach Kreger calls them every 3 months and is like, so can we please get a physical release? And Disney's just like, nah.
Look, after the money that Weapons is gonna make, and like the burn it's getting, I bet Disney's gonna like, all right, yeah, we'll put this shit out.
I mean, fucking Sony puts out their shit anyway. They said like, oh yeah, our whole home media market has moved to Sony, and Sony puts out our shit. And I'm just like, Nigga, let Sony put out the fucking 4K for Barbarian. People want it. It's a good, I don't want to own it, but if people want it, and I think it's it's one of the few horror films in recent memory that has made an impact. That's not fucking Jordan Peele or a franchise. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah. So we'll see. We'll see. Like after what Weapons is doing, they might change their song. But yeah, that's it for my watches. What have you been watching?
I'm gonna start with fucking movies because I've basically been watching TV. And I want to start with The Naked Gun because I rewatched it yesterday before Nobody 2, and I finally got all the jokes. People were laughing still. It was still a pretty big crowd. Not as riotous as it was at the press screening, but these jokes hit, and I love it. It still works. Moving on, I did rewatch Fantastic Four First Steps twice. I don't want to get too much into it to save it for a spoiler review. I still got to do with a guest. But like, yo, listen, Lincoln Square got to get their shit together. They had it was cool seeing Galactus in his full 8-story glory. But damn, that 3D is some of the best 3D I've seen. Like that, it's really a fucking shame that the 3D just Lincoln Square seems to hate doing 3D, which doesn't make sense because for those of you who don't understand, real IMAX in 3D has only been done once, which is Star Trek in the Darkness, and it just bums me out that we get it again, and one of the biggest screens, one of the most popular screens in the world is just fuck the projector was fucked up, and then after they fixed the projector, decided not to add any more showtimes. That's it for movies. I'm going to save the rest of the movies for the main review, and let's get into TV. So for TV, I want to talk about Dr. Odyssey. Dr. Odyssey ended its run pretty strong. It's sad that this is it. It got canceled. So one and done season on Hulu. I'd recommend y'all check it out. It's a nice feel-good show. It's a shame that this is not going to be ongoing. Moving on, I'm going to talk about let's do Twisted Metal, man. The second season of Twisted Metal is going on now on Peacock. They're dropping 2 episodes a week after dropping the first 3. So I'm guessing this is probably going to be it. I'm not going to say it's better written than the first season, but it's more entertaining and it's a lot less. The first season was stupid and juvenile, and this season is a lot more palatable. It's not as juvenile. It's still stupid and juvenile, but not as stupid and juvenile as season 1. Now that we are in the show, the tournament finally started, and I'm very interested to see how Anthony Kerrigan has in store for this tournament. But yeah, like I said, not as stupid as juvenile as the first season. But again, since they're dropping 2 episodes a week, I think this is basically it for this show. Moving on, I watched the first 5 or 6 episodes of the King of the Hill revival, and yeah, bro, it's good. I love it.
I forgot to mention that. Yeah, I did watch all of that shit.
Yeah, I haven't finished it, but it because I needed a break from the X-Files, which I'll get back into. But yeah, I like how they updated Hank Hill to be a little more open. All the characters are a little more open. They still are who they are, but they understand the world has moved on and they're evolving in the world. The only person who's still stuck in his ways is Dale.
Right.
And even Dale is just like, y'all motherfuckers voted me into office. I don't trust this. You can't trust anything.
36 hours?
Yeah, he's just like, yeah, the fact that I became mayor just goes to show everything in this country is a scam and a sham. I was just like, oh, this nigga's Trump if Trump had any self-reflection.
Right. And it is interesting to see how this new King of the Hill plays in our current
climate. Yeah,
fucked up timeline.
yeah, because all these characters are conservative, but they're the type of conservative that used to exist. They're the like Hank is the Arnold Schwarzenegger conservative, where he's just like, look, I want to be open to everybody and help everybody. That's what we're supposed to do. That's what a leader's supposed to do. That's what Hank is right now.
Like, you know, and he's stubborn at sometimes, but at least he's like willing to listen.
Right, and change.
Right? Like that whole entire beer episode. You get to the beer episode?
I passed that. The thing for me was like the two things that really told me about Hank's evolution was at the end of the first episode where he goes, "Could I get a box of Samoas?" And the little girl's like, "Oh, they're called coconut delights now because it's offensive to Samoan people." And he's just like, "Oh, you know what? You guys are right. Yeah, it doesn't." And some guy comes up and he's like, "Hey, could I get a Samoa?" And he's like, "They're caramel delights now. Please call them caramel delights." I was like, "Oh shit, all right." And the only other episode where I was just like, "Damn, he really grew," was the soccer episode.
Yeah.
Where he was the soccer referee. I was just like, okay, like, yo, he's starting to evolve, and I appreciate that. So,
yeah.
I'll finish the rest sometime soon. Eyes of Wakanda. Watched all 4 episodes, and this is like the best shit that Disney Plus has put out in a minute as far as Marvel is concerned.
Yeah, I really want to start that, but then again, I don't have Disney Plus, so I got to find a way to watch it.
Yeah, look, the animation's beautiful and these stories are so well told and they're action packed and they take place over centuries. So you start at like the beginning, but not the very beginning, but you start near the beginning and then it leads up into a MacGuffin from the first movie comes into play.
Okay.
In the last episode. So like it's cool because there's another Marvel character that pops up in episode 3 and it's a different version of this character. And I was like, oh, cool. They're starting to bring this character back. It's a defender.
Okay.
A defender in a different iteration in time. And I was just like, awesome fight between those two. And it's complicated because these two people are in love. It's a Wakandan soldier. And I don't want to say who because I just don't want to ruin it.
I can guess though.
Well, okay, well guess.
I mean, you don't want to ruin it. So, you know.
No, guess.
Iron Fist?
Yeah. Yeah, so it's different version of that character. So pretty cool. And they do episode 2 is based around the siege of Troy. And it's a friendship between Achilles and a Wakandan.
Huh.
Yeah, and much better than Troy.
Well, yeah.
And the last thing, the 2 last things I'm going to talk about, I got to catch up before the movie comes out next month. So I've been going through Demon Slayer. And you know what? I forgot how hard this show is. Like every episode, every other episode, you'll get a plot episode where they lay out the plot. And then the next 3 episodes are the fight episodes where it's just one demon is so powerful that he's like literally wrecking shop. And niggas is just bleeding all over the place. I'm like, I forget kids watch this show because I'm like, this show is fucking violent as fuck.
So when I was watching, Weapons in regular theater, they had a trailer for this new Demon Slayer movie in front of it. Yeah. And I didn't know what it was. I was like, what the fuck is this? This looks fucking hard as shit.
Yeah, that's Demon Slayer, dog.
Right. And when it says like Demon Slayer, it's like, oh shit, this is the shit Brandon's been talking about. All right.
Yeah. So it's crazy because the Demon Slayer Corps, they're not official part of the Japanese government. They're just a bunch of powerful motherfuckers who are just like, yeah, these supernatural people are killing innocents, and we train other people to become Demon Slayers. And if you have chi, you're automatically in because then they train you with your chi, and once you finish your training, you get a sword, and your sword turns a certain color. So the main character's sword at the end of episode 3, when he gets his sword, once he's finished his training, it turns black. And the dude training him is just like, ah, shit. And he's like, yo, what's wrong? He's like, black is not a good color for a demon slayer because every demon slayer who's gotten a black sword has died, either because they're incompetent or they're cocky or for whatever reason. And he's like, I'm gonna change that. And then he come to find out this nigga got water power. So when you go through phases which you're fighting. So first phase is like a little water attack that comes out of the sword, and then you get to a fourth phase, and that nigga creates like a tidal wave. And how you got to kill a demon is you got to cut off its head. So he'll do fourth wave attack, and this tidal wave will come with the sword and just cut a demon's head off.
All right, this is for kids.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, yo, the shit is violent. Like, these demons rip people apart. There's blood, there's guts, lots of cleavage. You know what I'm saying? Like,
oh, God bless the Japanese.
The one dude they teamed up with, because I'm in season 3. This dude has 3 wives, and his wives are demon slayers as well.
All of this in a kid's show,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Like
Yeah, all 3 wives got big ass titties. Also, Tanjiro, what makes him become a demon slayer is his family's killed, and you see the aftermath of it. Like, you don't see the actual attack because a demon killed his family. Even the aftermath, it looks like a crime scene from the beginning of Clockers. I'm just like, Jesus Christ. And his little sister, the only one who survives, she got turned into a demon. So, like, the whole show is about him becoming a demon slayer and trying to find a cure to turn her back from being a demon to human. And now I'm in this 3rd season. I'm like, when did she become an adult? She got titties now too. Her legs and thighs are coming out of her robes and shit. And I'm like, yo, what the fuck are y'all doing?
all right, well, you know, I'm gonna check out. I'm gonna check out Demon Slayer.
Yeah. Parents get mad when you show your kids Eternals or Captain America, but then they let them watch Demon Slayer.
It's a cartoon.
All right. And the last thing I'm going to talk about, X-Files. Look, the reason why I stopped is like season 2 is 26 episodes, and I'm on episode 18. And from episode 15 to now, this show has slowed down. Like, the first half is so much better than the first season, and it had a real momentum to it. And then as soon as they reopened the X-Files, like, it really did slow down considerably. I'm gonna get back into it because I do want to finish this show and just go through a whole rewatch. But damn, it's on the back burner. Like, I gotta go through Demon Slayer. I want to finish Twisted Metal, and I want to finish King of the Hill.
Yeah, like 90s TV shows hit different. You know, like you can't just binge that in a weekend. That's a time investment. Like, you got to spend weeks.
It also, look, I don't mind having a 20. The only show that should be 26 episodes a season is Saturday Night Live, and they're only 18 to 20 episodes a season now. This shit here, like, there's no reason for this shit to be 26 episodes, because so far these past 4 episodes have been spinning fucking wheels, just spinning fucking wheels. And they're not even Monster of the Week episodes. They've been mythology episodes. I'm just like, y'all.
I mean, like, we need to find a nice middle ground between how it was and how it is now, right? Because these 8 to 10 episodes aren't cutting it. But then again, you don't need 26 episodes.
Yeah, but and that's the thing. They would do this year after year, because I looked at season 3, and season 3 is 20 episodes.
Yeah, like I like when I started to rewatch.
Excuse me, 24.
Right, like when I started to rewatch like NYPD Blue and even Miami Vice, I'm watching is like, Jesus Christ, am I still only in the first fucking season? Right. Yeah.
I will say, watching this show and seen the how good it was for the 90s, and they were doing this year after year, there's no why it should take 4 6-episode seasons 2 to 3 years to drop. Like, that's inexcusable now. The only reason why I gave Westworld that grace is because that show is so complicated and so big. Otherwise, like every other show, I'm like, yo, you guys aren't as heady or as big as that show was. Like, Fallout should not be taking that long. Fucking, what's another show we watch that takes that long? Because a lot of these shows take that long now. I'm just like, y'all, nah.
Well, it's because back in the day, you were either a TV star or a movie star, right? And now we have your Pedro Pascals, right? Who are doing everything. So not only are they jumping from project to project, but now there's so much content, so many productions going on, right? That it takes 2 or 3 years just because everyone's jumping from project to fucking project instead of like working on a TV show used to be like your job, right? That TV show used to be your job. Now you got to do like 4, 5, 6 different shows or movies or something like that to make your nut.
Well, I thought about this last night on the train ride home. Because of the pandemic, it was like 3 years between Euphoria seasons 1 and 2. Euphoria is going to come back next year for season 3. Hans Zimmer is joining because this show's scored by Labyrinth, and Labyrinth does songs for the show. So now season 3 is going to be scored by both Labyrinth and Hans Zimmer.
Okay, all right.
Drops next year. That's a 5-year gap between seasons 2 and 3. That's fucking insane.
Yeah. But I mean, pandemic, but also writer strike. And
well, not even the writer strike definitely, but the pandemic was the second season aired right when lockdown lifted.
Yeah, but also Sam Levinson, also this fuckboy island shit.
Yeah, I keep forgetting he did the Idol in between seasons.
Yeah.
I think Abel just needs to understand, like, bro, you just a pop star, you're not an actor. I was like, the Safdies did us no favors putting him in Uncut Gems because that shit went straight to his head.
Yeah, like you sing pretty, guy. Keep singing pretty.
Yeah. I was like, bro, you played yourself in Uncut Gems at that.
Yeah, which is fine. It's fine, right? Like, he was okay. I love Uncut Gems so much that I didn't mind having him in there.
Because he was in it for 5 minutes.
Right. Like, all right, sure. All right, cool. I get it. But like you said, just because you were a small part of a fucking fantastic movie doesn't make you an actor. It just makes you a pop star that fit into this movie. Like Kevin Garnett's not out there trying to act. Right? Yeah, so.
All right. Let's get into our main review.
Roll camera and action!
It's time for some trailer talk.
Real quick, we got one trailer to talk about, and that is Marty Supreme, the film from Josh Safdie, because Benny's doing the Smashing Machine. And I could say out of the two, I want to see Marty Supreme much more. This looks fun. Which I'm surprised to say about a Safdie movie.
Yeah, I mean, I mean, look, there's just like the Coen brothers, there's always one fun brother, and a serious brother, So, yeah, I haven't seen the trailer yet.
Yep,
it just dropped. But anything from either Safdies, I'm here for.
My man Timmy is killing it as a ping pong player. I was like, damn, he is moving fast. God damn.
I mean, look, he seems real method to me, so I wouldn't be surprised if he's like by now a grand champion.
Now we understand why he had that fucking ugly ass mustache, because it fits with the aesthetic of this movie, since it takes place in like I'm not sure if it's the 30s, 40s, or 50s, but it looks around that period. He's Gwyneth Paltrow's a movie star. He's having an affair with her while having a girlfriend on the side. Kevin O'Leary is in it as a businessman. I was like, damn, they really like pulling real life figures into their movies. Tyler, the Creator's in it under his real name. I'm not butchering his last name. Like that's just not. I honestly don't know. If you told me that was Japanese, I believe you. Yeah. But yeah, this looks fun. I hope it's not. I hope this is not like some bait and switch where we go see it and it's actually like fucking heavy, dour, and anxiety inducing. Or I hope it's not. I hope it's not like Good Time or Uncut Gems. Like those movies, those trailers match the tones for both of those movies. And walking in, I was like, okay, got what I expected. Right. I hope this trailer matches the tone of this movie where I could just go watch a young ping pong player go and just be a young,
live his life
and make dumbass decisions. Because you could see the dumbass decisions he's making in the trailer. I do like that he's talking to a benefactor and he's like, can you make the balls this color? You see these orange balls? And he goes like this. And the guy starts following his eyes. He's like, you see what you're doing? You're following the ball because you can see it. And he's like, Marty, that's going to cost so much money to make those. And the other dude in the room is like, look, man, we got to trust him. He's Marty Supreme. The tagline for this movie is Dream Big.
Sure. Well, yeah, look, like I said, I haven't seen it yet, but from what you're telling me, it sounds interesting.
So the Safdies are staying with A24 because they're both coming out through A24.
Well, they're the, that's where they started, right?
Yeah.
I mean, Good Times straight out of there, right? A24.
Yeah. I really, really hope this is good. Like one of these is gonna be an awards contender. Not both, only one. So who's gonna be the Highlander?
How wild would it be if both of them got nominated for Best Director and they had to do a fist fight duel?
Oh, Josh would win
on the stage.
I like Benny a lot, but like Benny's also an actor. Josh seems
right.
Also, Benny's
not
pretty.
The face.
Josh ain't pretty. You know what I'm saying?
Pretty.
So shout out to the Safdies. Hopefully this is an Outcast situation, and then your next one, y'all come back and link up. So. Marty Supreme drops Christmas Day. I should be seeing it like around Thanksgiving. Hopefully. I wonder if it's going to play at any festivals because festival season is on the horizon because they just announced that the North American premiere of Springsteen, Deliver Me From Nowhere, which from here on out I'm just going to call Deliver Me From Nowhere, is premiering, having its North American premiere at the New York Film Festival with Springsteen in attendance. Because its world premiere is the week before at Toronto.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if Marty Supreme does a limited.
I'll say this: New York Film Festival. Like we're two dudes from Jersey. I put in as like every year. I put in an application and am denied.
Right.
This year, give us the press accreditation so I could see this movie and review it. You know what I'm saying? Also, there's other movies at the festival I like to see.
Yeah. Look, if anyone's listening,
all right,
hook us up.
And now, the moment you've been waiting for. The Film Blurbs feature film review.
Hey Jeff, did you get a chance to see The Bad Guys 2?
No, I didn't get a chance to see the Bad Guys too.
Yeah, I forgot to talk about this in what have you watched lately, so I'll just say real quick.
All right.
It's awesome in 3D.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. Went to Neshaminy and me and my brother were the only people in the theater. Rewatched it before Weapons. I was like, this is nice to be the only people in here.
I love being the only person in the movie theater.
Hell yeah.
Sometimes I get mad when someone else comes in. It's like they could be sitting rows away from me. It's like, oh, motherfucker.
Yeah, man. I was crossfaded, you know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
I had a brownie and then I went to the bar, the MacGuffin's bar, and got a Frankly Delicious. And it was frankly delicious. It's the Naked Gun cocktail.
Okay.
It's a Cola, Bailey's, a shot of vodka, a shot of Kraken.
Jesus Christ.
And then it's all mixed together with Coke.
Yeah, that sounds like the sugar shits.
Oh, nigga, that shit was delicious. that was
sounds
delicious.
Like they call it the diabetes. I'm mad that I went to the Chamonix just to get that special edition poster, right? And they didn't have it.
Oh, for Naked Gun?
For Naked Gun. They didn't I wanted the one where he's surfing on the badge. All they had was the one where I didn't even know they were putting this out.
Pull my finger.
Yeah.
I want you to pull my finger.
Yeah, I want you to pull my finger. I was like, motherfucker.
Yeah, if you guys have a MacGuffins near you, try the Frankly Delicious and also try the Jurassic World cocktail because that shit was delicious. Don't get the Fantastic Four one. That tastes like shit.
I was about to ask you about that Fantastic Four one.
I got the Jurassic World and the Fantastic Four one when I went to go see it again in 3D, IMAX 3D, and I was like, damn, the Jurassic World one, it tastes so much better than the Fantastic.
The Jurassic World cocktail is better than the movie.
Yeah. And they give you a big ass gummy to garnish it off.
All right.
Yeah.
It's like fucking like MacGuffins. They should just call that fucking the diabetes station.
Let me get in 3 drinks at once. I got those 2 in a high noon. Should see me walking in, juggling 3 fucking cocktails.
Look, it's a day at the movies. It is a day at the movies.
Yo, listen, the only reason I only got 1 before the Bad Guys 2 is because we had 2 hours in between the Bad Guys 2 and Weapons, and I wanted to sober up because I don't like watching horror movies fucked up.
Right.
Especially since we're seeing that motherfucker in IMAX. So
yeah.
But anyways, Jeff, why don't you go ahead and kick us off, and then I'll do a solo one.
All right, cool. So let me talk about My Mother's Wedding, which is a new dramedy that's out in theaters right now. Written and directed by Kristen Scott Thomas. It's good, right? Like I can't really say much about it. The story is 3 sisters who are you're living their lives. They're coming back to the farmhouse in England that they grew up in for their mother's 3rd marriage, right? Because her first 2 marriages, both of her husbands were in the military and they died, right? So this is like her third marriage. She's older. They're all grown up. They're happy, and it's all the bullshit that comes along with 3 people living separate lives who are bonded by a certain trauma. It is well acted all the way through, even though I wasn't sold on Scarlett Johansson's British accent. Right?
Just like when she was Japanese in Ghost in the Shell.
Yeah, like I wasn't buying the accent, but the acting's all there. And it's actually a little bit more biting than you would think a movie like this would be, right?
You said she was on her 3rd marriage, right?
Right, because of her first 2 husbands died in the wars and shit.
That kind of trips me out because I'm like, yo, by marriage number 2, like I'm not getting married again.
Yeah, but this is also 30 years after her 2nd husband died. You know what I'm saying?
All right, because I'll be seeing stories where people will be like, "Yeah, this is my like fourth or fifth marriage." I'm just like, maybe marriage is just not for you, my dude.
Yeah, no, I get it. But like, this is not like, fortunately, this is not divorce, remarried. This is my husband's died in the military.
Yeah, she
All
needs
right.
to pick better husbands then. Like, I hope this is this third one. Is he in the military too?
No, like he's just an old retired man, and that comes into play because the daughters are like, our dads were, so much more exciting and everything like that. This guy's boring, and it's like, yeah, well, I want boring. I
Oh,
want
yeah.
nice.
What a shitty thing to say, bro. Like, what a shitty thing to say. Yeah, your husband, their fathers were exciting, and then look what happened.
Right, and
What
like
a
that all
fucking
yeah,
shitty thing to say.
that all comes into play, and this is actually based partly on Kristen Scott Thomas's life because she had a father and a stepfather who were both in the military, who both died.
God damn.
Right. So like I had no idea about that. So like this is loosely based on her life. It's not totally based. There's a lot of there's a lot of fiction here, but that fact is true. This is a nice movie. It's a nice family movie. Like the genre, like, and the return home, dealing with past trauma in a hilarious fashion movie, right? It sort of reminds me of like fried green tomatoes in England, right? Or steel magnolias in England. For Kristen Scott Thomas's first directing and writing role, it's pretty good. It's not going to be your favorite movie, but this is something I could see you putting on a Sunday afternoon with a loved one and just watching and enjoying and moving on from there. Uh Listen to the end of this episode because we were able to grab a 4-minute interview with Oscar nominee Kristen Scott Thomas to talk about where the movie came from. But yeah, my daughter's wedding. My mother's wedding. It's in theaters now for as long as movies stay in theaters. So, hopefully by the time you listen to this, you can still catch it.
All right. I want to do something that's been popular on Netflix. It's been so popular that they're putting a sing-along version in theaters. Uh, K-pop Demon Hunters. Like when I saw this, I was just like, all right, this is what everybody's hyped up off of. I was just like, whatever. I hit play. The Sony logo pops up. I was like, oh, this is a Sony joint? I'm like, damn, yo, like Sony stay fucking up because watching this movie, I was just like, oh, this shit is fun. And I'm having a good time. And these songs are hella catchy. I was like, y'all could have made like $500 million off this motherfucker instead of dumping it to Netflix. This is too good to be on Netflix.
So is it a TV show or is it a movie?
It's a movie.
Okay. Right? Because it keeps on showing up in my feed. And I'm like, do I want to?
It's a good time. Like it's
Okay.
clearly made for young girls, right? But watching it, I was just like, man, this is some good, solid entertainment that kids need that's just not available to them in theaters outside of the Bad Guys 2 or Lilo and Stitch or Smurfs, which is gone now. Like you can't even see that. Like that came and went.
Like it's literally on demand right now.
Yeah. Well, I mean, who would have thought people wouldn't want to pay to see Smurfs for a fourth time?
That's interesting. That's weird.
Anyways, look, I think it's funny that the antagonist of the movie is a K-pop boy band and they're demons and they gotta come to terms with fighting with demons that they fell in love with. That's hilarious.
All right. That actually sounds pretty interesting.
Yeah, like it is a good time. Like I'm pretty sure they're probably working on a sequel right now.
That'll be in theaters. Watch.
Yeah, yo, I'm saying because if Demon Slayer is getting away with putting episodes into theaters as a movie. I don't want to hear it, yo. Like, I don't want to hear it.
Especially stuff that's so niche like that. Like your audience will come out to see that shit, especially a sing along. If they did a sing along version,
Yeah, it's
come
coming
on.
to theaters. I didn't see a release date. I don't know when it is, but it's soon. It's coming to theaters, a sing along version. I'm like, oh yeah, y'all. Netflix. I thought you hated theaters though.
I mean, like you do until you don't, right? You do until you see like, oh, I can make some money off this.
They are literally the only service who doesn't want to put their shit in theaters. Everybody, even Hulu, puts their movies in the theaters when they make them. Like, they're the only company. I'm like, yo, you guys understand, like, this can only take you so far.
Right. And we were talking about this last night. This bubble's gonna burst.
Again, I don't pay for Netflix, man. Like, you know me, I wouldn't be watching Demon Slayer. I wouldn't have seen this. Wouldn't have seen Happy Gilmore 2. Wouldn't have seen The Old Guard if it wasn't that this was part of my Verizon package.
Yeah, no, I get it.
And now I got approved for a press account after how many years of doing this? They finally circled back around. It's just like, yeah. So look, we've been keeping an eye on you. Here's your press account. And I was like, God damn, y'all. I was like, all right. So now I got a Netflix press account. I have no idea how to use it. Like I apparently have to request titles and then they'll send them to me. And I'm just like, y'all,
like,
this is.
Do they give you a list of titles?
I have to go through the Media Hub and do it. And the Media Hub is a pain in the ass to figure out.
Yeah, that sounds dumb.
Yeah, I'm just like, why not just give us a Netflix account and then just upload everything and have it watermarked? Like what they used to do for the Guild. That's how we saw shit early on the Guild. Is we had the Netflix account, then they'd have it watermarked. You have to enter in a password, and then boom. Because you did it. Like I shouldn't be saying this, but I lent you the screener so we could review Don't Look Up. You had to enter in the passcode.
Oh yeah, I keep on forgetting that was we saw that beforehand. It was not worth it.
Yeah. So anyways, look, if you got Netflix, yeah, watch it because you're already paying for it,
right?
Or if you're like me, you're not paying for it. Fucking watch it for free. Either way, if you got Netflix, you might as well use it. Just watch this shit. It's not bad. It's a good time. It's less than 2 hours. Moving on. What do you want to talk about, Jeff? What do you want to talk about next?
What do we want to?
Because I guess we could do Borderline, and then go into Splitsville.
Okay. Borderline is written, directed by the writer of Cocaine Bear, right? Starring Samara Weaving. This movie's weird, right?
It's like every quirky comedy though that has come out like in the past like 8 years.
Yeah.
It's like really nothing new.
Yeah, it's definitely a pandemic movie. It is about a pop star who has a stalker and a bodyguard, and a whole bunch of crazy characters interact. Like, I don't want to give away too much because half of it's like kind of the discovery, but this is a fun little movie, right? It's 90
minutes.
It's quick. It's weird. It's enjoyable enough, but kind of utterly forgettable.
Because you've seen it before. Like, Samara Weaving did this exact type of shit with Ready or Not. Like, we've gotten like quirky horror comedies like this before where they're just strange and weird.
Right. And so
Jimmy Fails is her boyfriend.
Right. Jimmy Fails is her boyfriend. Eric Dane.
Yep, is the bodyguard.
Right.
Ray Nicholson is the stalker.
Yeah. And
he's the best thing about the movie.
Yeah, everybody's having fun.
Like, yo, damn, like Ray Nicholson, I was just like, man, you need to be working more.
Yeah. Between this and Smile 2,
yeah.
you know,
I was like, I was watching it. I was just like, you know, you almost look you look like your dad, but you also do look like Alden Ehrenreich. And I
right.
like Alden Ehrenreich, but I'm like, maybe you should be having the career he has.
He's yeah, right, exactly. Especially since he's Legacy, right? Yeah. But no, this movie, Borderline, look, it's on Peacock. It's 90 minutes. It's fun. It's quirky. It's weird. It's strange. But like beyond that, like I can't really. There's nothing here that I haven't seen before, like you said. But it's sometimes just like being well executed is enough for me, right? So like this is
fair enough.
This is well executed. It's definitely better than Freaky Tales.
I still have to watch it because that just popped up on HBO Max and everybody's losing their shit. They're like, yo, it's amazing. And I was like, all right, I'll get to it this weekend, bro.
Like, no. The last segment is amazing. Right? Everything else is I liked fucking Pulp Fiction 2. Right? Like, that's what it feels like. Like, okay, you made Pulp Fiction in LA with you know, in the 90s. Cool.
Let me give it a watch. I'll see.
Yeah.
I'll see.
Yeah. All right, so that's Borderline. We actually have an interview with Samara Weaving and the writer director who was her husband. But that's going to be on a separate episode.
All right.
A mini episode.
All right. Well, I'm going to do Splitsville. I've been looking forward to this movie for a minute, and look, this shit's hilarious. Like, it's absolutely hilarious. Everybody in this makes a poor choice from moment one on. Like, this starts off at a 10 and keeps going until it hits a 20. Like, the first scene, they're in a car doing a sing-along. Adriana Arjona and the dude who wrote and directed it, he also stars in it. He's driving down the road. She's trying to give him a BJ to spice up their life. And man, this is always why you have to be alert on the road, because it wasn't them. It was another car. And it leads to one of the most craziest car crashes I've seen in recent history, where I was just like, holy shit. Like, it's so violent that the whole fucking audience started laughing, because we're just like, yo, that was wild. Yo. And then what's funny about it is, even though it's fucked up of what's happening on screen, homie's dick is still.
Look. That's why Roadhead. Like, no, Roadhead leads to so many ER visits where something has to be reattached.
So like the comedy in this is just humiliating and physical. So it's physical comedy and humiliating comedy, because like you're just watching two dudes get cucked the entire movie unwillingly by situations one created. Like, the one dude created, I was like, dude, you did that to yourself. Number one. The other dude, he did it unwillingly just because he's a good dude, and he's just, how can I say this? It's like, this is what I love about this movie, because I've talked about this on the last episode, how I love reading stories on Reddit about open marriages and cheaters, because it never works out. Because either the cheater gets caught and they're just like, all right, well, it's divorce. And they're like, no, please. No, please. No, please. And then you find out it becomes more, because once they get caught, then you find out, oh, it wasn't just this one dude. It was 5 other dudes. Or for the guy, oh, it was like 10 other women. Oh, wait a minute. The dude might have caught an STD. Oh, the dude may have gotten pregnant. Oh, the woman got pregnant from her affair partner. Like, one of my favorite stories on Reddit is called my wife and her insane behavior, where this dude he marries his high school sweetheart. Mm-hmm. They both lose their virginity to each other. That's who they've been with. One day she walks up to him and is just like, hey, she goes back to work, right? She has anxiety and like depression and she didn't work, but then she decided to go back to work. Her mood immediately lifts. 6 months after she goes back to work, she goes up to her husband's like, hey, how about an open marriage? And he just looks at her like, the fuck? Oh, what do you mean? And she's like, I want an open marriage. I feel like I've missed out on life and I want to have an adventure. And he's like, where the fuck is this coming from? And she's like, yeah, my coworkers told me I deserve it. Come to find out, the coworkers, the coworkers are either single because they can't stay in a relationship, obviously, they're divorced, or they're single moms. So that toxic group of people have influenced her decision to open up her marriage. You know what this dude said to her? You are playing with fire. And the only reason I'm going to agree to do this is because if I know I don't, you're probably going to go do some other shit anyway. Right. So what happens is she goes on a bunch of one-night stands over the course of a year before finally settling in on the one person who laid the idea in her head with her group, with the bunch of her coworkers, which is her boss.
Yeah, so he's like, he played some fucking villainous lay the groundwork type shit.
Oh, but this story gets even crazier. He apparently, his wife could clearly tell this was killing him. Like, he would cry every time she would leave. He's like, you know what, fuck it, I'm gonna try this open marriage shit too. He goes on a few dates, he sleeps around, and then he finally finds this woman from South Korea who treats him like a king. And lo and behold, this nigga falls in love. His wife sees like he's fallen in love. And then what happens? I think we should close the relationship. I don't want to do this anymore. And then the husband's just like, no, we're not closing the relationship. Come to find out, she found out her group of friends were poisonous, and she shouldn't have been listening to them. And then she also found out she stayed late at work one day. Bless you. She stayed at work late. She walked past her boss's office. He was speaking to another supervisor, and she overheard him say, like, dude was like, yeah, so what about that dude? What about that woman that you're banging, our fucking employee? He's just like, yeah, I love my fiance, so I know she's thinking about leaving her husband for me, but she was a nice distraction. But I can't leave my fiance. And he's like, well, how you going to do that to her and the husband? And he's like, well, the husband, you snooze, you lose. Well, come to find out, this dude, as soon as she broke it off and she quit her job, come to find out, her friend in that toxic friend group decided to test the boss as well. Be like, hey, my turn with the boss. Even though she has a boyfriend she's engaged to. Well, same thing happened. And she got pregnant. So once the boss broke it off with her after getting pregnant, she was in so much stress because her boyfriend found out and left. She had a miscarriage and lost the baby.
Holy shit.
So she hits up this woman and says, how did you and your husband work on this? And the husband saw this as he's leaving because she got on a video call crying, saying, how did you and your husband work it out? And the husband's just in the background with a smirk on his face as he's walking out the front door. He's living in an apartment with his South Korean girlfriend, decides to meet up with his ex-wife. Well, he doesn't. He just decides to go home and start packing more shit because he thought, oh, she's not going to be there. He walks in, she's there, and she has the audacity to like, literally scream at him, what does this woman do for you that I don't do? And I'm just like, well, she don't lie, don't cheat. You know what I'm saying? Because it came out that before she asked for the open relationship, her and the boss were doing mutual masturbation in front of each other.
Jesus Christ. What kind of fucking business is this? Jesus
Yeah, because this apparently the woman who lost the baby and lost her boyfriend, she recruited her to take down the boss, and they did. And the boss is basically, he was fired. He screamed at both of them, life, and having his fiance leave him. And I'm like, bro, but you at that point you're a predator, because if you slept with these two, you definitely were sleeping with that whole little group of women.
Is this the astronomer story?
You know what I'm saying? Like, there's so many stories like this on Reddit where I'm just like, yo, every time I've seen, whether it's a man or a woman, it's like, hey, can we open the relationship? The other partner either's like, no, I don't want to do this, and it leads to a divorce. Or they're just like, oh, you want to open a relationship? It's open now because I'm fucking leaving. Bye. And that's what this movie is. This movie is the comedy version of every cheating and open marriage story I've read on Reddit. But it's just, it is not as cruel, but it's funny just because I'm like, yeah, like Adriana or Jorna is just like every woman who decides to cheat on their man, where their man goes and finds some new woman, and she's just like, wait, what? Well, maybe we can fix this. I'm like, oh, so you can go ahead and fuck all these other men and women, but then as soon as your partner who you threw away, you didn't care about, goes and finds something, you're like, well, maybe we should work on our marriage. It's like, fuck you.
All right. Yep.
Yo, I'm gonna tell, and this is the last story I'm gonna talk about because this was fucking vile. I read one where this happened to some dude where his wife was cheating, and he's just like, all right, well, we're gonna get a divorce, and she's like, cool. As soon as he got a girlfriend and moved out, she's like, well, maybe, and he was still, those old feelings came back. He fucked her a few times, and then right after he came inside her the last time, he's just like, yeah, this ain't gonna happen. I'm gonna stick with my girlfriend. We're still getting a divorce. I was just like, yo, that's some scumbag shit to keep having sex with her.
I mean, look.
Listen, I was just like, yo, know what you want before you get married and commit yourselves, y'all.
That's fucking Splitsville. That's his review.
I can't wait to see this again. There's a 35 millimeter print that's floating around in the city starting next week that the cast and crew are going to be introducing and doing Q&As. I'm going to try and see this in 35 because it's a good looking movie. It is shot on film.
Cool.
But this movie is wild. It is hilarious. Like, I don't want to say too much more, but like, yeah, go on Reddit.
I can't wait to see this shit. I can't wait to see.
Yo, shout out to Dakota Johnson because she's like the only person in this movie besides the main character where I was like, yeah, I get where you two are coming from. The other people, like her and her husband, have an open marriage, and that's why the dude sleeps with Dakota Johnson. It's just because this is in the trailer,
right?
So I don't feel bad for saying this. You find out why the marriage is open, and I was just like, what the fuck is wrong with you, dude? You opened your marriage because of that? I was just like, what kind of fucking psycho are you, man? And Adriana or Jorna, bro, she has like 10 partners throughout the course of this movie, rubbing it in this nigga's face. And then this nigga starts sleeping with Dakota Johnson, and she's like, well, maybe we could work on our marriage.
All right, look, it's just, I can't wait to see this movie.
Oh, Splitsville. Oh, man. Oh, shit. What do you want to do next? You want to do Weapons or Nobody 2?
Oh, shit. I forgot. Yeah, we still got 2 more movies.
All right. Zachary Kreger's Weapons, his follow-up to Barbarian. Look, I liked it. I'll say this. It's in the same boat as Barbarian for me. I like this better than Barbarian, but in the same way with Barbarian, I think this is a little too loved and a little overhyped. It's a great movie though. I'll say that.
Yeah, like so I loved Barbarian, right? I loved the bait and switch on that whole entire thing. The tension building, everything about it. All of that is kind of on display here. Like the misdirection, the masterful tension building. It didn't hit for me though, right? There's something about it. Like I like it. It's a good movie, but I think I agree with you that the hype is a little too hypey. on it.
I love it. I do like it much more than Barbarian though.
Right.
Like I think it has higher highs than Barbarian, and the fact
Right.
that he was able to pull off a hyperlink story, something we haven't seen since the early 2000s, because this type of storytelling was like all the rage in indie cinema in the 90s.
Right.
Like most famously is obviously Pulp Fiction. But
Yeah.
he straight up said he modeled this movie off of Magnolia, and you can see that. I
Yeah,
hate that
100.
movie. That movie.
I mean, I haven't seen Magnolia in a while, but like
fucking
I liked it enough.
fucking white people shit.
This I don't think this movie would work if it were linear, 100%. Like I don't think it would be nearly as effective and or interesting because it. Don't get it twisted. This is as much a character piece as it is a horror movie, right? Because it's segmented, so we spend time with different characters and
Right,
get
right.
to know them.
Each character has its own vignette, and I'm very surprised on how he wrote this movie because I watched the interview and he said he did not outline this, which I'm like, that's fucking insane that you did not outline this. He's like, yeah, I just came up with the central idea of the cold open in which 17 kids just walk off into the night. And I was just like, that's fucking crazy because that is a strong ass hook for a movie.
Right.
And honestly, it's still the scariest part of the movie just because that could actually happen in real life where just kids get up and just disappear in the middle of the night.
Yeah.
But I'm surprised he didn't have an outline for something this big in scope and ambitious because even though it's a small indie movie, well, not even indie, it's a small horror movie. I'm surprised that he said, yeah, I just wrote day by day. I had no outline. I was like, let's see where this takes me. And I'm like, that's fucking insane. That's absolutely insane. And I'm in awe that he pulled it off.
Yeah, I mean, look, I like this movie a lot, right? And there are like the way it's shot, the way it's cut, the acting, all of it like is top tier, right? Um and it's more unnerving than it is terrifying, right? There are some jump scares in there. Um and some really effective use of tension. But I don't know what it is about it that just doesn't like connect with me. I think it's the hype, right? If I didn't hear the hype, if the hype wasn't so big, I think I actually would have liked this more.
I gotta give him props though for really pulling this off, and I do love that he gives you what's going on right away in the movie, right at the beginning. Like it's there in plain sight. Like after the movie, after watching it the first time, I was like, that motherfucker had it right there, literally for the entire world to see about what was happening. Like it was there.
Right.
It was right. I was like, that's brilliant.
Yeah.
Like you just thought that was just somebody be a one specific character being a fucking cocksucker when I was like, oh, that's also Zach telling you like, yo, this is what's going on.
Right. Right. And that is a testament to the film that on rewatches you'll get different things out of it. Right. So it was like it's
right, because I watched the first
crafted.
hour again yesterday because I had some time to kill after rewatching Naked Gun. So I walked in, it was packed. So it was hard for me to find an unclaimed open seat to make sure I wasn't sitting in somebody's seat. So I watched the first hour again, and like I'll say this, it's a joy to watch this with a audience. Like I saw it in IMAX with a packed crowd, and they were very much reacting. And then seeing it again this second time, like the second time yesterday, when the one person crawls into the other person's car, all you like when they went to the window, everybody started laughing when they walked away. And then when you hear the door open and you see the car start shaking, the whole audience just goes, no.
100%. Like, because my audience had the same exact reaction. She comes out with the scissors and everyone's all just fucking giggly, and then hear the car door open, silence.
You know, the first time I saw it in IMAX, as soon as she comes out the house with those scissors, all you heard was gas, no giggling. Second time, where I guess I could count it as 1.5 times that
Right.
I've seen it. Second time, like you, giggles until the door opens and the car shifts, and you just hear everybody go, "No!"
Right. It's all fun and games until it's not.
Yeah.
Right. Because I don't want to spoil too much of this, right? Because like this movie's about build up. The whole entire thing is about build up. I will tell you this: white people, you got to stop inviting random people into your house.
See, the
Right?
way they explained it, I was just like, this is why even most family members say no.
Yeah.
Because the way they explained it is that this bitch was a distant relative that she only met 1 or 2 times. And even the husband's like, I personally wouldn't do it, but it makes your mom happy. And I was just like, you know, fuck the mom. Like, if you don't know her, then why the fuck? I don't care if she's family or not. We ain't letting somebody you don't know stay in your house.
So I had someone hit me up on Facebook and saying that they're my cousin, right? Like your uncle was my dad. And I was like, cool. She's showing me pictures and shit like that. I was like, yeah, that's cool. That's awesome.
Because
I still don't know you. I still don't know you.
That's the thing, is like whenever you have distant cousins or long lost cousins, they only come out and reach out to you when they want something.
Right. Exactly. Yeah. And so this would have never happened in a black household, right? Like 100%. Like, you gonna stay over? Nah, I'm cool.
Yo, there's cousins I'm close with who I wouldn't even let you in. Who, let's say this, they've stayed recently,
Right.
and after this most recent visit, we're all like, yeah, nah, they're on their own from here on out. Because I told you that story.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was like, nah, they're on their own.
Yeah. So this is definitely a white person inciting incident, because there's like ain't no way ain't no way any person of color is gonna be like, but I don't know you.
I do like how it speaks to hysteria though, because that's how we got to Agent Orange, is through people like Josh Brolin's character. They're like, well, she got to have something to do with it because it happened to just her classroom. And it's just like, well, nigga, what? First off, I like how the police officer, because I was thinking the same thing as the police officer. Number one, what's her motive?
Right.
Number two, where would the kids be if she did do it? Like, where in her fucking tiny house are there?
Right. You're gonna kidnap 17 kids, right? Hide them somewhere, right? And then show up to work the next day,
right?
Like on time,
right?
Like, yeah. You got to get the kids. You got to transport them. You got to hide them. Like, that seems like an all day affair, right?
Yo, I'm saying, man, nigga, like, even if she did kill them and let's say she buried them in their backyard, they would have found out because they have dogs, like dog sniffers.
But here's the thing, like if you, I'm not going to tell you how I know this, but if you were going to dig a grave, right, multiple graves, it's going to take you more time than that allowed.
Right.
I'm just saying.
They fled at 2:17 in the morning. School in America starts latest 9 a.m. 9 a.m. school starts.
I'd say 7:30 is when she rolled into that class.
Right, because most schools in America start at either 7:30 or 9 a.m. That is about a span of 4 or 5 hours. I don't think somebody can get away with kidnapping or killing 17 kids without evidence in that amount of time.
All I'm gonna say is it takes about an hour and a half to dig a proper grave, and that's if you're hustling.
Also, I'm pretty sure that many victims, you would have to pour cement in and just build like a gazebo or swimming pool.
Yeah, like I love how I love how the show is like, oh, this is how I would kill 17 kids. I love how that's how where this is devolved into.
No,
But yeah,
because the mass hysteria in this movie just pissed me off because we're living through it now, and it's just like I understand you're hurting and you're suffering, but have some fucking rational thought. How would this one tiny white woman be able to spirit away 17 fucking kids without a trace?
right. But that's human condition anyway, right? Like hysteria is how we got the Salem witch trials, right? Hysteria, like the satanic panic in the 80s, like it, group think is not new, right? Idiots play not idiots, but people playing on their own fears, right? Like it's like a snake that eats itself. It eats its own tail, right? Um, like you're scared of this, that way everything is like that, so you're scared of everything. Like it's just this whole entire fucking Mobius strip.
The one thing I do like about this movie, and the one thing I realize I want more of, is as I was watching this movie, I was like, dog, this is giving me big Twin Peaks vibes. And then I was talking about it with my brother. I was like, yeah, I think we just need to do more suburban horror. Because there's nothing scarier about being in a safe, heavily guarded suburb,
Right.
and bad shit happens. I mean, come on, bro. We both live in an area where a major incident happened, like Megan Kanka.
Yeah.
She was like 3 years older than me when she got what, I'm not gonna say, you could just Google it.
Yeah.
That is a whole Wikipedia page. Like our fucking the township over from Trenton should not have its own Wikipedia page on 2 different incidents. And the anthrax, that shit,
Yeah.
and Megan Kanka. And because of Megan Kanka, now we have Megan's Law, where if a registered sex offender or pedophile moves into your town, they have to notify the entire town.
Yeah. And so I think that is a testament to this movie. It's because it's the fact that it's showing us that nowhere is safe.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That's why I love Twin Peaks, because it's all in broad daylight.
Yeah.
Same thing. It's why I like a lot of the X-Files. A lot of that shit, some of that shit takes place at night, but for most of the time, most of their investigations take place during the day.
Yeah,
like this could have been an X-Files episode.
100%. But like I said, this is masterfully done. I just don't know what it is that is stopping me from absolutely loving this, and it could just be that I need to watch it again.
I said that before. I said that to my brother. I was like, I feel like I would watch like this some more on a rewatch, and I did enjoy it more for that first hour. And the only reason I left after that first hour was I wanted to get downstairs for the screening,
right?
And 2, it got to a part that made me queasy, because there's a whole storyline in this that makes me queasy. Just because, if people know me, 2 things that fucking gross me out in movies are violence with fingernails and needles. And this one has some fucking gnarly needle shit.
Yeah.
I got up. I'll be real with you. I got up. I went down to, you know how they have the trash cans right outside the AMC? Nobody was around, so I looked around. I could feel myself sweating, and I projectile vomited.
Oh, shit.
Right into the trash can and went back in.
Oh, fuck. Yeah. So, I mean, that needle scene, it does
There's 2.
hit.
There's 2. Or 3. There's 3.
I mean, I consider that all like...
There's 3 needle scenes. Because there's one where he checks him. He's like, you got any needles on you? And the nigga's so strung out, he doesn't even acknowledge that he had one on him. So he gets poked there. He's stabbing... where he's stabbing himself to shoot up.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
That... Yeah. And then where he...
The tent
and then the tent, which is a little more comical. Like that, I gave a pass because that shit was comical.
Yeah. I will say this. I know there's going to be a whole bunch of motherfuckers running around with the wing.
It's all over TikTok and Instagram. I've been seeing that all weekend.
I will say this. I will punch you in the face if you come at me like that. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah,
if you're
because
a child. I will punch your kids.
Not to give anything away, but that happens to somebody else who's not a kid, and it's terrifying.
Yeah. So I will punch your grandma. I will punch I will punch your kids in the face if you come at me with that bullshit.
Very glad to see Benedict Wong not in a Marvel movie, finally. Like, I remember when he wasn't doing Marvel movies, and I'm like, oh, it's glad to see him in something else, not playing Wong.
Because people forget that he's a real actor.
Yeah, same with Mark Ruffalo. Every time I see him in something, I was like, yeah, man, you were like an actor before you were the Hulk, man. Same with Benedict Cumberbatch. He was like an actor.
It's like, we're not going to get back on that Marvel shit, but like, the Marvel hires real actors and refuses to let them act. And so then they lock them in for 18 movies. And then when they finally do something, it's like, oh shit, I forgot that you had talent.
Yeah. So, look, I definitely say see Weapons and see with a crowd. Like, it plays well with an audience.
100%.
Especially both the biggest laughter both of these movies got is when Josh Brolin wakes up from that surreal nightmare he has and he goes, "What the fuck?" Yeah. Both times everybody could not stop dying of laughter
because it's actually such a real moment, you know? It's a real reaction.
One thing I hate is people asking the meaning of what's going on in specifically Josh Brolin's dream. Everybody's like, what was up with the assault rifle with 217 on it? I'm like, does it fucking matter in the end? Like, does it matter? Like, not everything needs to be explained.
But and here's the thing, I stayed away from looking up anything, tweets or whatever this weekend when it came to Weapons. But like, I saw like a lot of think pieces where people like the ending of Weapons explained. It's like, what's to explain?
Yeah, like yo, you completely understand what's going on by the end and why this person is doing what they're doing.
Right. Like, so I hate this clickbait bullshit, but if you need the end of the movie explained, then you weren't watching the fucking movie.
Yeah, man. Like, yo, I don't think I needed the explanation more fleshed out.
Right.
Like I got it. Like, they give you vague. It's vague enough to be understandable. Like, I get it. Like, yo, some people just want to be youthful forever and they go about it the worst fucking way possible. That's just what it is.
Yeah. Like, I didn't need to know why, like, how long she's been doing this, right? Or how the actual youthful thing works. I just need to know that this person will do whatever it takes to get what she wants.
Right.
That's all I need to know.
Yeah, man. Like, I don't. Look, I hope Zach does his trilogy because he wants to do both a prequel and a sequel. And I say, go ahead, bro. Sure, go ahead. Go right the fuck ahead. This is one of the few times where I'm like, absolutely sure.
Yeah, because like this movie, like you said, is vague enough where like, yeah, I could go for a prequel to see how we got here, and I would like to see the aftermath. Fine. I don't feel like that is just doing something to do something, right? It feels like a complete story.
I gotta say, I do think that central hook is strong though. Like, because it's
100%.
just, I know I said it already, but it is just terrifying. Like, just at 2:17 a.m., 17 kids disappeared, and the way it's shot, like the final right before the title card, where it is the handheld point of view of them literally running into the darkness behind them. That is terrifying.
Yeah. Creepy kids are the most terrifying thing in the world.
Yeah, man. So. And you know what, man? I thought Pennywise would be the scariest clown ever. I take that back.
Yeah. We're not going to say any more about that, but like...
Yeah, that's the other question people kept asking. They're like, how did that kept appearing in people's dreams? I was like, well, obviously this person's fucking with everybody's dreams, dog.
Right. Like, the fact that this person can do this thing and not do other things, right? You didn't think, like, nothing's out of the realm of possibility. Right? The central hook is right there. If this person can get all of these kids to come out of their house at 2:17 in the morning, then nothing's off the table.
Just by ringing a bell.
Right.
Ding ding.
Like, so nothing is off the table. So it's not weird to me that she appears in people's dreams. It's like, yeah, why she can control people? Why don't so they think? Why wouldn't you think she could do other shit? If that bitch started to fly, I would not be surprised.
It just got to a point where this person needed to cut their losses a little sooner, because I was like, now you're involving too many people and it's getting too strange. And I was just like, yo, you should have kept it on the low, and you went too big too fast, and now it blew up in your face, because like you're getting normal people who have nothing to do with this involved. And then to tell the little kid, the one kid who didn't disappear, oh, we're gonna leave in the morning. I'm like, bitch, why the fuck are you taking this kid? Just leave. Just fucking leave. Unless, like, because if this little kid started going proof, you know what I'm saying? Nobody's gonna believe the kid.
Well, here's the thing. She's addict behavior. Her addiction. Like we're getting too much. I don't want to give.
I mean, that is the
right.
theme of the movie is addiction, because you know Justine is an alcoholic. Fucking
with James is his name.
Archer.
Archer. Yeah.
Archer's a fucking he's a workaholic, and that has clearly destroyed his family, because his son's a bully and his wife's clearly checked out of the marriage. James is the cop. He's a recovering alcoholic who relapses due to his ex-girlfriend's alcoholism, and then you have a literal addict in the movie.
Right. Yeah. So
and, everybody's an addict.
So her acting like that's addict behavior. So I do not that does not seem out of character.
All right, yeah. So yeah. So just so if y'all looking for subtext, it's a movie about addicts first and foremost.
Right. 100%.
Like that. Yeah, the bitch got so drunk. How do you not realize that song?
How do you not hear the door open
or feel the weight of the car shift? You know what I'm saying? Yo, I've been drunk before, but I've been that drunk in my house where I passed out, not in the fucking car in a dangerous situation.
Doing some shit you shouldn't have been doing in the first place.
Right.
You were told not to do.
Right, because at a certain point, I'm like, yo, you're lucky this dude likes you and hasn't called the cops on you.
Right. Because like in any other situation, bitch, you would have been gone.
Yeah, you would have been in jail, because then they would have to put you in jail for stalking and harassment.
Right.
And then that just makes you look guilty.
100%. But yeah, that's fucking weapons, man. Like I'm gonna watch it again. It's a really, really good, powerful horror movie. I just need to see it again to just maybe connect with it.
Well, let me ask you this, because I asked my brother this. Because this is suburban horror like Twin Peaks, I was like, you know, I understand my man's hasn't been gone for too long, but how would you feel about somebody else coming in and doing like a new version of Twin Peaks?
They would have to be really special. They would have to be like a really special auteur.
And I'm not saying like a complete remake. I'm just talking like a new version that has nothing to do with what came before.
I mean, look, I'm not against it, but they have to have a certain sensibility.
Yeah, my brother was just like, nah, that was Lynch's thing. Leave it alone. And I was just like, I don't know, man.
Yeah, they would have to have a certain unique sensibility to pull that off, and I can't think of anybody right now who has that Lynch sensibility.
R.I.P. David Lynch, because that is the last thing he did was the third season of Twin Peaks, and that was definitely worth the wait, because that shit was insane, and I still don't know entirely what happened in it, but powerful ending. And like Twin Peaks, this has a powerful ending, because like that last 10 minutes are some of the craziest shit I've ever seen in a movie.
Yeah, it's worth. Honestly, it was worth it for that last 10 minutes.
Like seeing the comeuppance, I was just like, you know, that comeuppance is
earned,
gory, but it's gory in a way where even I was just like, yeah,
100%.
Pull the teeth. Pull the teeth.
So anyway, go out and see Weapons. Support original ideas, original fucking movies.
$38 million it cost to make, and that includes Zach Kreger's 10 million fee. And it made 43.5 million this past weekend just here, made 20 something overseas for a total of 75 million worldwide opening for a movie that is, I'm not going to say this is easy to watch because it is difficult, it is challenging. Right. And the fact that this has an A- cinema score, you know what I'm saying? And the audience score on Rotten Tomatoes is 98%, has a 90% critic score. You know what I'm saying? That is insane. That's insane that a movie like this is both beloved by audiences and critics, because this is not audience friendly at all.
100%.
At all, bro. Like, yeah. So like, between Sinners and this, horror's having a good year. And it's being profitable on original ideas.
Yeah, and that's what these studios forgot, right? If you back creativity will pay you back.
Yeah. I'm man, imagine if all these movies flop, man. That means Mike and Pam would be out of jobs because they were almost there after one flop. After Mickey 17, Zavlov, his mouth was salivating. We're like, yeah, we're going to IP. These two are gone. And then Minecraft hit, and then Sinners hit. And then ever since then, it's just like,
it's been a run.
Man. Like, they're the only studio to now have, I think it's 4 or 5 films open to 40 million and above. Yeah. That is unheard of.
So here's the lesson. Zavlov, just let the people do what the people like. Just let them do what they do.
Yeah, yo, listen, let's keep this run going. Y'all go see fucking One Battle After Another. Like, keep it rolling. Yep. Next month, support One Battle After Another. Like, we gotta keep this run rolling, because I have a feeling if One Battle After Another bricks, I think they might be back on the chopping block, just because that's how Zavlov rolls.
Well, I mean, he's about to be out anyway.
You think so?
Yeah, man. Like, it's everything. All of his instincts have actually cost Warner's and the
Discovery
and the board has cost them money.
I mean, You saw how much he was getting paid, and even the board was just like, yeah, so you're getting like a quarter of that from here on out. And even a quarter of that, he's still getting like 26 million. So like, yeah, him getting $200 million a year was obscene.
Yeah, but like all of his instincts, everything that he has done for Warner Brothers in the last couple of years have backfired.
Listen, at least the people running the shit he trusts now. Like, he trusts Mike and Pam because of the run they've had. He trusts James Gunn because Superman is a hit. Zavlov was the one who pushed for a Superman movie. Like, when he first got to the studio, he straight up told the board members, he's like, how the fuck have you guys not made a Superman movie in over 10 years?
Yeah. Well, that's the one move he did right.
Yeah. Well, that was Walter Hamada. That was Walter Hamada just doing anything and everything under DC. Let's do a Blue Beetle movie. Well, what about Superman? Do Blue Beetle.
Well, we see how that panned out.
All right. Well, let's get into our final movie called Nobody 2.
I'm not sure if I like this better than the first Nobody, but I enjoyed it immensely.
Yeah, I had fun.
You know, this is a fun, I want to say family movie, but it's a fun romp.
Yeah.
Right? Fun, violent romp. The fact that we turned Bob Odenkirk into an action hero is insane to me. Right? And honestly, I like Nobody 2 better than I like the last 3 John Wick films.
It's because there's no fucking cliffhanger. Like that's the only thing that kills me with John Wick. Like I remember walking out of John Wick 3 and I was just like, God damn, man, like can we just end this shit?
Right.
And then the ending to me personally was just underwhelming.
I want to like the he's dead, but we know he's not really dead ending. Yeah, that's fine. Whatever.
So this is what I appreciate about these movies. They're both less than 90 minutes, and they both have a beginning, middle, and end. I do think Nobody One is better, but this is still a top tier movie. Like I will say this: there's 2 fights in it. Like I think the bus scene is still the best scene in this franchise, but this one has 2 scenes that come close. One in a duck boat, and the other being RZA with a katana.
Right. So like I wanted the duck boat scene to be as hardcore as the bus scene.
Right.
Right. And it just doesn't hit the same way because that bus scene in Nobody One, it's absolutely fucking brutal.
Yeah.
The way like he's like hurting these people, right? In ways that they will never recover from, right? This duck boat thing is like he's trying not to hurt them
until they do something to him, and then he's like, all right, well, all bets are off now.
Right. Yeah. I love how it's more of the family involved now.
Yeah,
right.
It was good to see Connie Nielsen wield a fucking rifle.
Right. I don't want to give a surprise. I don't want to talk about the main villain, like the real big bad.
Because I didn't know. I knew she was in it, but I didn't know she was the villain. Like I thought she was just like some brief cameo side character. So when it came on and this person was the villain, I was like, oh, y'all understand exactly what movie I'm here to watch.
Right. So I don't want to ruin that reveal, but this shit is it's the movie's bonkers, right? Like it doesn't really make sense, but then again, it does.
The first one didn't make that much sense either.
Yeah, like you know exactly what you're in for with this, right? Like, and it does not disappoint, and it's fun. I felt about this the way I feel about Megan 2.0. You going into these movies, you should know exactly what you are watching.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh, yeah.
And
100%.
don't judge it against anything else. Judge it as its thing. Don't judge it against John Wick, because John Wick is super self-serious, right? And honestly, the combat in the John Wick franchise, at a point, it stops being interesting, right? Because it's always the same shit. In this, there are various different types of combats going on.
Well, the thing is, like, John Wick gets fucked up in his movies, right? Bob Odenkirk in this, he's getting fucked up to the point where John Wick would have to take breathers and catch his breath. But Bob Odenkirk, he's at a point where he's hunched over and he's just like, all right, let me take a breather before we start again. You know?
Because he's a 55-year-old man.
Yeah.
Right? I think he might be 60. I don't know. But, like, he's not a young man.
Yeah, he's just like, all right. God damn it. Here we go.
Right.
And I love how the finale, like, the finale of the first one turned into a war zone, but this one, it takes the finale of the first one and just goes bonkers with it.
It goes
like so hardcore. They like do napalm at one point.
Look, and I don't want to ruin the RZA part, but that RZA part.
Yeah. Well, I already said it. Oh yeah, like, I didn't go into detail, but like, look, I can't be mad at I can't hate this movie because this movie gave me RZA wielding a katana, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know what else. Like, that is a prophecy fulfilled.
Like, RZA's been trying to do. Like, RZA has been trying to do this his whole entire life.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I think I could go for one more of these movies.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Because I remember walking out of Nobody, the first one, and I was like, damn, I can't wait for Nobody 2. I could watch like 10 more of these. And now walking out of this one, I'm like, you know what? I'm good with one more. Where it's not The Accountant. Where The Accountant, I'm just like, yeah, I'll take 10 more of Accountants.
Right.
This one, I'm good with one. Like a nice trilogy will do.
Like a nice trilogy, and then you can spin off. I'd love to see
RZA
the
and Christopher Lloyd.
doing
Christopher
that
Lloyd
thing.
on a fucking minigun.
Yo, honestly, that was one of my favorite fucking parts of this movie. Is when he's just having those now flashbacks.
I like how he's a player at the fucking retirement home too.
Right. Yeah. It's funny. It's like genuinely funny.
I'm so surprised because, like I said, I rewatched the first one right before seeing this one, and I was so surprised to see how much their daughter grown. But then again, it did take them a long time to get this one out because the first one came out in 2021. It is now 2025. I'm like, God damn, y'all! Like this should have came out like 2023.
Yeah. But I think after the hopeful success of this one, we'll get the third one faster.
Hopefully.
Hopefully. But yeah, this is a fun time at the movies. It's a nice little cherry on top for a summer.
Yeah. That's exactly what I was gonna say. I was like, this is the perfect movie. This is the movie you want to take summer out on. Like a fun movie that doesn't feel small but doesn't feel big. It feels like the right transition to the fall movie season, or AKA award season / the rest of the blockbusters, AKA sad white people movies.
Right. Yeah. But this is fun. The action is inventive and refreshing. I care about all the characters, but it's not like it's not to a point where like I'm bored. Right? Like or it feels like manufactured.
Yeah, it was just usually a movie that is this short is either too short or it's too long.
Right.
Because and it's crazy to say that about a movie that's 80 minutes, but 80-minute movies, you're just like, holy shit, man. This, I was just like, I don't feel gypped. Like, had I went to go pay to see this, I was like, oh, I had a full meal at 80 minutes. Thank God.
Like,
you know what I'm saying?
Like this is a good time.
We saw this in a regular schmegular theater.
Right.
Shit was loud as fuck. So for those of you who have one near you, definitely go see it in Dolby, because I could only imagine how that Dolby Atmos.
Yeah, I wonder if they're gonna play this in 4DX. This might be wild in 4DX.
I can't do it. I'm gonna save my 4DX trip for Jaws.
Oh, that's right. That's the 29th?
I was hoping they were going to put F1 back in 4DX, but they're only doing it in IMAX.
Yeah, like I would murder for F1 in 4DX.
That's how much that movie's making money, where they put it back in IMAX and they're just like, so every IMAX in America, it's coming back.
Yeah.
So if you're mad that Weapons is late at night for your local IMAX, like it's like 7 and 10 o'clock, or it's a late afternoon, like 4 to 11, and those are the only show times, blame F1.
Brad Pitt.
Yeah.
Blame Brad Pitt.
The mornings are F1. The mornings belong to F1.
Yeah. But I got really nothing else to say about Nobody 2
other
besides
than
go out and see it.
Yeah, and Connie Nielsen is aging like fine wine. I was just like, God damn. Because like Gladiator to Gladiator 2, because I rewatched the first Gladiator before watching Gladiator 2, and I was just like, damn, she looks almost exactly the same, except just a tad bit older. And even in this one, I'm just like, Jesus Christ, you are aging well. Like, what virgin's blood are you bathing in? Like, let me borrow some of that blood.
I mean, like, she might have that Benjamin Buttons. I don't know.
The Danish accent was starting to sneak through here for me. I could tell.
I didn't notice it as much as you did.
Yeah, I did. Bless you. But I noticed it a few times during this. I'm not complaining. I'm just saying.
Yeah, it was not a distraction.
Right. I hope she works more because she was working for a minute after Gladiator. She fell off, came back, and now she's working again.
Well, good for her.
Yeah,
Good for her.
yeah, man. Just put her in more shit. Like, I mean, like, honestly, I'd like to see Christopher Lloyd in more too before he's out of here.
More interesting stuff,
Right.
right? I don't want him just to be playing Christopher Lloyd,
Right.
because that's what he's been doing for the last couple of years,
right. But he's having fun in these movies, man.
Yeah.
Like, I got nothing else to say other than like make it a hit so we can get a third one.
Yeah,
Also
go out and see
support,
this.
and more importantly, support Timu. This is his first American movie,
And he killed it.
Yeah, like I'm interested to see what he does with The Beekeeper too. I'm not excited. I'm interested.
Right? No, I get you. 100%.
Because I was excited for this, and now walking out of this, I'm like, okay, well, I'm interested. I'm not excited. Interested.
Yeah, let's see if they John Woo him.
Yeah, man. Like I if he has an original idea, let him make it, man. Like let him make like a balls to the wall hard, like let him make an Indonesia movie in America is what I'm trying to say.
But not as hardcore as The Night Comes For Us.
Yeah.
Not as hardcore as that. Yeah.
The Shadow Strays is hard. Just that is the hardcore I'm looking for, where it is rough but not fucking disgusting.
Okay.
Have you finished that?
Nah, I haven't. Like I gotta be prepared for it.
All right. It's not that bad, but it is long.
It's the length.
Yeah.
Right? Because I don't want to stop and start.
Yeah,
right?
and I hate to tell you, but sets up a sequel. It ends on a cliffhanger.
Of course, it's Netflix, right?
Yeah.
Of course it does. Of course it does. You don't even have to say that anymore. It's not even a fucking surprise. Oh, is it a Netflix movie? Yeah. They're setting it up for a sequel.
Yo, that's the one thing I love about, like, we should not be giving points to movies for being like, yo, you get an extra star because you don't set up or build up another one of these and leave a plot thread hanging for the narrow hopes and dreams that you'll be able to make a sequel.
Like like pro tip for all you filmmakers out there, make a movie that can stand on its own.
Yeah.
And if you get a sequel, congratulations. If you don't, congratulations, you made a fucking film.
That's why John Wick 1 is my favorite, because that had a beginning, middle, and end. Yep.
It ends.
Yep. And then 2, 3 had a fucking cliffhanger, and then 4, I was just like, this weak ass ending.
Like the ending for 4 is like, all right, well, it's kind of a setup. If fucking Keanu decides he wants to come back, then we have an opening. This fucking weak sauce ending.
Yeah, John Wick. I stand by. John Wick 1 is still my favorite. Sorry, y'all.
I didn't even need a John Wick 2. That's how good John Wick 1 was.
Look, I walked out of John Wick 2 floating on air. I was like, yeah, cannot wait for John Wick 3. And then I remember going to see John Wick 3. I walked out. I was just like, fucking man, damn, another fucking cliffhanger. God damn.
So
and then you get to John Wick 4. And it's a goddamn 4 hours, or not 4 hours, 3 hours to get to that ending. And I'm just like, man, I wish y'all would have stopped that 1.
Yeah. So nobody 2. It actually ends.
It has an ending.
And there's no post credit. Just to let you guys know.
Just family photos. Yeah, because the first one had a mid credit scene, and thankfully, after the photos are done, the movie's done. I'm like, thank God, bro, thank Christ, because I'm tired of all these movies having a mid and post credit scene and all this type of shit. Same with Weapons. No post or end credit scene unless you want one last scare at the very end.
What was the last scare?
Audio cue.
Oh yeah.
Wild loud for no reason.
What the fuck was I was gonna say? Yeah, like no, this. And I was going to talk about the post and end credit shit. The audacity of these studios and these theaters to like front load a movie so it's 30 minutes into the showtime before you actually start the movie, and then you expect me to stick around for the additional 6 or 7 minutes it takes to get to the credits in hopes or to see if there's like a post-credit scene. Fuck you.
Yeah, I mean, I hate to say this, but Asian people are late a lot. Like every time I go to the Lincoln Square IMAX, those motherfuckers will show up halfway through a movie, and by that point, I'm like, why even bother?
Fuck them.
Like Pacific Rim, I'll never forget. We were like at the end of the second act, and this couple showed up, and I was just like, "Are y'all insane?" Fantastic.
Like
Go ahead.
Like you don't even know what happened.
Fantastic Four a couple of weeks ago, bro. They were on their way to see Galactus, and this Asian woman climbs over 4 of us to get to her seat, and I'm just like, "Are you out of your fucking mind?"
Get a refund.
Yeah. I was like, dog, like we were at halfway through the second. They don't meet Galactus till like halfway through the second act.
Right. Yeah. So, but like, fuck them. Like I will give movies 10 minutes. All right. You can give me 10 minutes worth of trailers or whatever like that. The commercial for like, I hate the Coke stingers, right? The Coke bumpers, like reminding you that Coca-Cola is a thing and that they sell popcorn at the movie theater. Like, we know this.
Well, look, it's so bad that the studios all sat down with Adam Aaron. He's the CEO of AMC, and they straight up told him like, "Yo, you have got to cut down these ads and the trailers. Like, it's it's bad when the studios are like, nah, y'all got to shorten." And the only reason they did it with AMC is because AMC is the biggest chain in the nation.
Right.
And A-list is like the most popular thing on earth right now.
Yeah, so like, good for them. Good for them. But anyway, go see Nobody 2. I got nothing else.
Yeah, look, there's good movies out. Go see Nobody 2. Go see Weapons. Go see Splitsville.
Like, look, if you need something to do on a Sunday with your mom or your grandma or your grandparents, go see my mother's wedding.
We would have had a review for Highest to Lowest on this episode for y'all, but that's gonna have to be next week because Apple decided to put that into like 2 theaters in the nation. Like, people in New York and LA are having problems trying to see this motherfucker.
Yeah, like I found a show that's kind of near us. It's still a half hour away, and it's like one show.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go before my press screening next week at the Draft House. So, like, it is what it is. Like, I don't know, if y'all didn't have faith in Spike Lee doing a Kurosawa remake, you shouldn't have just given him the money in the fucking first place.
Right, 100%.
Like, like, I get it. Like, this is more for your streaming service than it is theaters. But if you're gonna put it in theaters, fucking
put it in theaters.
Yeah, man. Like, Jesus Christ. Like, it should not be this hard to see a Spike Lee remake of High and Low. Makes no sense.
And like the fact that like
starring Denzel.
Spike and Denzel are doing this whirlwind press tour, telling people to go and see it in theaters, but it's not in theaters.
Had a premiere at Cannes and had a pretty positive reception out of Cannes. The reviews have been mostly positive. I've only heard from one negative review, and the person who told me they didn't like it, I'm not surprised.
Right.
No offense to him. He's my boy, right. But also like, nigga, like, look, you like editing, nigga. Like, you like editing and Bo's Afraid. Like, all right, nigga, like, but you see what I'm getting at? Like,
yeah,
it should not be. And we did have a chance to see this movie, but it was the same exact time as Nobody 2. They decided to do 3 press screenings at the same time, an hour apart, which makes no sense.
Right.
That's just a waste of money, in my opinion.
And a waste of potential. But anyway, highest to low. High to low.
Highest to lowest. That'll be next week, along with I feel like there's something dropping on Netflix this weekend.
I don't know.
It's like a Netflix movie. Something's dropping on streaming. It's a movie.
I'll
check. We'll check the services. But yeah, look. Just know next week's episode is going to be late because Apple is fucking around right now.
All right.
That's 176.
We're the Film Blurs. I'm Brandon Nord, and I'm the motherfucking protagonist.
I'm the protagonist.
I'm Jeff Stewart, aka He Who Remains.
Don't come at us. It's just fucking movies.
You've been listening to the Film Blurs podcast.
Man, I just love what you guys do, man.
I never miss an episode. It's the best.
It's my favorite podcast.
Follow Jeff on IG on MindFireXL and Brandon on Twitter at BJN Tweets.